Hey everyone, welcome. Sorry, I was running it just a little bit late. Time got away from me. I got lost in a project. So welcome to today's Q&A session. I'm Bridget Bartlett. I'm the CEO and founder of Vision Marketing and Design. Before I get started, I did want to share with you all how that you can join us here. Let me move some things around. So first of all, you can click the link in the description and you can get logged in. You can also go to bridgetbartlett.com and you will see events calendar up here. You can go ahead and click there and then get logged in to today's Q&A. Okay, so you will need to use your resource area login credentials to access that. Before I get started, I did want to share with you all some cool updates. Let me get my little list here. Okay, so the first thing, of course, there are lots of updates as far as like bug fixes and speed enhancements, and you'll notice that HighLevel is going international, and so there are a lot of UI changes. So if you notice things are being updated, the look of things and the feel, and make more user friendly, that is why that is happening. You'll also, if you go into the settings and you go into labs, you'll see that every time HighLevel releases something from beta, they move it to the labs area, and this is available at the sub account level. So you can scroll through here and you can toggle on any of these things that you kind of want to test out. It's kind of a little bit like a soft launch before they actually make it live. So you can see in here, there are many things that are brand new. For example, the conversations, adding additional emails, the appointments list. Now there's a whole list and it has a lot more sections that you can search through your list of appointments. Also conversations, sorting, and this is the thing I'm super excited about, the brand new funnel website builder. So once you toggle all of those things on, for example, if you go to the conversations tab, you'll see here in the filters that now we have the ability to search for the inbound, outbound message direction, also the last outbound message type. So manual or automated. So that will definitely help, as your business grows, and you start getting lots of conversations in here, you really will extremely appreciate that filter there. Something else. This is so cool. So if you've ever noticed, once you connect your phone number, right, and you have all of these, you make your phone number public, a lot of times you get a lot of spam from robocalls. I've looked in here before and I've seen like 10 phone calls in a row. Well, unfortunately, that costs you money. It's also super annoying if you're actually answering the call. So what you can do now, I'm so grateful for this. What you can do now is actually go into the profile and you'll see this option here to D&D inbound calls and text messages. Okay, so this is really great if you have a business that does not accept incoming calls. For example, I do not accept incoming calls. However, I do love to use that phone number and put it everywhere, because when someone does call me, it has a voice message and it lets them know, like, hey, if you want more info, I just sent you a text message with the link to the website. And so I don't accept phone calls, but I still, because my number is everywhere, I still get lots of phone calls, and most of the time from those robocalls. So this is really nice to be able to turn that on, and you don't have to worry about those robocalls and it costing you money every time they do that. Also, the website builder, that's what I wanted to show you. So if you go into sites, as long as you've toggled that on, I'm going to go into this website, for example. Let's just hop in here and I'm going to open this editor up. You'll see that it has a much different look. It's a lot of the same features. However, they needed to create this new layout so that they can add those cool features. You'll see it looks so beautiful. You can also see how it feels quicker for some reason. I don't even know if they intended to do that, but it definitely feels quicker. You can add your elements here, and you'll see now it opens up on the left-hand side. So you have your sections here. You have the different rows, the elements, the global sections, and then, of course, the manual sections there. You also have the ability to adjust the layering. So that's really cool too. You can just literally drag and drop and switch those layers. You also can toggle in between pages of your funnel or website. You can add the tracking code. See, most of these are the same features, just a little bit more streamlined. Of course, you have your typography here. You have the background, image, and color. You have your pop-up settings, which now open up on the right-hand panel there. And then you also have the SEO metadata, which is on the left now. And then your preview custom codes, which, if you put in a code, you won't be able to see it. It'll just look like the box, right? But if you click this, you'll be able to see what the actual code looks like live. And just noticing here, it does look like the pop-up here is just more, I don't know the word for it, I guess. It just looks cleaner, looks better. You also have up here, it tells you the page that you're on. And of course, when you click that, you can toggle between pages. You also can click here to go into the mobile view, which I feel like having it right here, it just moves faster. It's more, I guess, streamlined maybe. And then of course you have the back button and then the forward button, and then you show your settings here. Okay. So like I said, it's the same basic tools, but it is more streamlined. It's a lot prettier. Now, just to answer some questions for you guys, if you have funnels built on the other, if you have funnels built on the other funnel builder or website builder, nothing's going to change. You don't have to redo anything. Everything it will work just fine. Okay, so nothing there has to change. It's just updated the way that it looks there. So also something else I wanted to tell you. Let me stop sharing here so I don't reveal any info. But if you go into your sub accounts here, let me show you. You will also see that we have the ability now to limit text messages. So inside your sub accounts, you just want to click the dots here and then go to manage client. Now I don't have, of course, okay. So I don't have this enabled in SaaS, but you can limit now the SMS messages that go out. This is really important because a lot of times people don't realize all of the compliance and everything that needs to go into sending text messages. And if someone is brand new and they send out, 20,000 spam messages, then it's going to restrict their account. It's going to cause problems. It may even block their phone number. So if you decide that you want to limit this, you can just click increase limit further, and then you can actually move this all the way down to 250 or all the way up to 10,000, but I wouldn't suggest doing that. Okay, so you do have that ability now. Something else that I did want to share with you, if you go to the free tools, you'll see that there are a bunch of Twitter tools now that are free. You can choose from these. They're actually really cool. This one will tell you it's a sidebar on your Twitter. It's this one here. So it helps you, search for things. I talked a little bit about it yesterday. This one will tell you the best time to tweet. This will allow you to retweet all of your tweets. This is really especially important when you are cleaning up your account. If you started and you were, retweeting a bunch of tweets, and maybe that's not consistent with your brand and you're coming back to Twitter. I know that's what a lot of us are doing. You can actually use this tool to do that. Or one strategy to get new followers is to retweet their tweets, and then they are more likely to follow you. But maybe you want to clean all of that up and then use the unretweet tool there. Also the AI tweet generator, dynamic Twitter banner, which I showed how to use yesterday. That's really cool because you can showcase your latest followers here on your banner. So it updates every 60 seconds. So that's awesome. And then also Twitter thread finder, Twitter video downloader, which is so cool because there's lots of content on Twitter being shared And of course, you need to be careful of copyright and things like that. But if it's like a fair use video, you can download it and maybe share it to other profiles like Facebook. And then how much is your Twitter worth? You can test that out. So once you start getting an audience, and maybe you're contemplating partnering with a company, you can actually see what you should charge for your Twitter. And then also this Twitter streak, which will help you choose viral tweets. Okay. So all of those are free. You just need to go to, you can search for free tools and you'll be able to check all of those out. Okay. So how is everyone? Move this around.
Doing real. How's anybody?
Excellent.
Yay. Hey, Ricky and Jason and Santoria and Ray and David. Hello, everyone. Janai, I didn't miss you. Thank you, Ray. I did get your son's book here, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Just got it.
You're
so
welcome.
I have not had a chance to look at it, but I appreciate it. That's super cool.
Great.
So what's going on? How can I help? Anybody have any wins or questions or anything they want to share?
I have a question about a sub account. I think it may have gotten answered in the mastermind group, but so if somebody is set up with a sub account for getting however many licenses, to say I have somebody I just got 20 licenses that they're able to have. They're not able though to, when they're upgrade to Pro, if they're giving away, they've got licenses, they can just give them away, L Messenger Pro basic accounts, but they can't upgrade to Pro and keep 100% of the revenue, correct?
They can, if they have licenses. So what they will have to do, and kind of what I have done, when you reskin your partner portal, you as the lifer partner, or elite partners can do this. When you reskin, you can put your links. Okay. So if they upgrade through the tool, then that is going to go to you. So you can create an affiliate program and do that so that they can be an affiliate and put that link there. Something else they can do is send emails, to encourage them to upgrade to premium. Something else that I did as well is I made my upgrade link the $67, and then I have my sub partners sell it for less than that, so that they can then say, yeah, you can upgrade there, but I have a great deal for you. So it kind of gives them something extra that's not inside the tool.
Yeah, because what I found was that, and as I'm figuring it out, because it's my first sub partner, and we're both working together. He's very gracious, saying, okay, we'll figure it out together. You're figuring stuff out, I'll figure stuff out too. So it's really nice. It's not like, be perfect. It's like, okay, which is nice. No pressure there. But what he did mention to me was that as he's given them away, the basic L Messenger is blocked. And if they try to unlock it, then my affiliate link is what shows up. So I haven't seen that process because I haven't been on the back end of it. So he sent me a text message saying, hey, they're getting your, or maybe they're getting your, in order to upgrade, they're getting your email, or an email is going out to them. And I don't see any of that stuff.
Oh, okay. So in the onboarding, because what CloudKey does is they send those emails out, okay? Because not everyone has the business structure that we are doing. So they send those out to encourage for people to upgrade so that you as the partner earn commission. But you're like me and we're like, we don't want to do that. We want to help our sub partners. what you need to do is every time you sign up a sub partner, and this, I have this in the onboarding as well, that sheet that I shared with you.
Yeah.
When you send that request to CloudKey for them to update the partner API, so that the automations work, one part of that email says to remove them from the marketing lists, and that way CloudKey will D&D that, and then no one who is a partner or sub partner will receive those marketing emails.
All right. And so, in my understanding, and that's where I had some misunderstandings. Those, for instance, somebody has 20 licenses, they give away, the basic version, and then somebody wants to upgrade to the pro version, and they say they're selling, they would be selling it for, just say, whatever it is they're selling it for. My understanding was that they would get 100% of whatever they sold it for.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
The thing is, though, they have to go through them to get it.
Right. Okay.
So which they should, because if they sign up, okay, under like bob@myemail.com, okay, that account, now that email is tied to whoever they signed up under, whether it's a sub account or a sub partner or an elite partner or whatever. So if they go to upgrade with that, then they would essentially have to be using a new email. So that kind of stops them. But of course we want to encourage, and that's why I built the templates like I did. So they're opting in for the free account, and then they get the opportunity at a discounted price to get the premium or legacy accounts. So, and then of course, what we want to do as marketers and resellers is we want to continuously send emails out to our leads and say, hey, you can get, a deep discount on this tool by, upgrading here. And then us as the lifer or the elite partner, when we make that the minimum advertised pricing, when we make that offer the price, and then they are selling it for a lot less, then that helps them to have the extra, the extra bonus or incentive that they can offer it cheaper than we can.
Okay, so if I understand, my next action step for him would be to get a hold of support with the email that he used to sign up under me as a sub account, and make sure that that sub account does not have any emails going out to anybody that they sign up with the licenses.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly. Okay. And then so what they'll do is they'll put his account, his sub partner account on D&D, and none of those, the people that he signs up will receive those emails. And I would do it for you as well too.
Yeah, I've done that for myself. Yeah. And but now his people are getting, somehow they're getting something that has my my affiliate link in it. So but it's a sub account, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and the way that some people are reselling the software, it's great for them and they love it. But for us, we're interested in reselling the licenses and not so much the affiliate aspect of it. So it works against us, whereas other people love it. So yeah, I would definitely, and I would just make it standard practice, like I do. I literally copy and paste when I'm onboarding new sub partners that email that says, here's the, I am a sub partner at Bridget Bartlett, and here's my API, and please remove me from all marketing emails.
Okay. All right. So I'll make sure that he does that, because it was also a little confusing because let me get to my, one of the things that came up was I did ask the question, and maybe you could help clarify it, in the actual mastermind group. Let's see here. Let me get there. It said that there was a answer to the question by Drew, and I'm really appreciating the clarification, because I was still a little confused. Let me get there. Oops. All right.
What was it about? Oh, I see.
I have a new client that set up a sub account giving away the free Messenger basic accounts. When the free account upgrades to pro, they're getting my affiliate link. Okay, then
Mhm.
and then he said that sub partners need to register as an affiliate, and that will add them to your second tier and the first promoter.
Yeah, that is another alternative. If you did want to do that. And they actually, inside the Cloud Key partner portal, actually, I'm looking in here and I don't see, they used to have a place where they could register to become an affiliate. Now I'm not seeing it in there. Let me dig in. Yeah, I don't see, they used to have, I can't share
I
my
remember
screen.
that.
I have a bunch of emails there, but they used to have, like, right up at the top where it says partner
Yeah,
area,
I remember that.
there was a one that said affiliate. So that's not there anymore. So I would definitely reach out to them and see, is there,
See,
because
because
I don't,
I
go
would
ahead.
like, I'm sorry to interrupt. I would really like any sub partners that I have not to go through the affiliate side of things where I'm getting anything. I want them to get it all,
Mhm.
and so that's how I'd like to set it up from the beginning. I'd like sub partners to be able to get 100% of the revenue from their marketing efforts.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I kind of went out with to this particular person as we're working this together, and said this is how it works. But then I haven't been able to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, Monday, if can you make the 6 o'clock meeting? So maybe Monday we can both join the meeting and then let them know kind of like our perspective, because I think we're kind of bringing a new spin to their program that they didn't consider. And so maybe having our feedback and input would help them to kind of adjust what they're doing. One thing I'm really glad about is that they're removing the Cloud Key CRM from the options,
Mm-hmm.
because if the way that, and again, it's we're so different from what everyone else is doing. Everyone else loved it, but we have a different business model, and
Mm-hmm.
so I love that they're getting rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of our people are high level affiliates or agency owners, and they don't need or want that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it caused more confusion. And then plus us as agency owners, we maybe want to give an account to them within our agency. And then so it kind of, because that's an opportunity for them, they could actually join under that. So yeah, it causes confusion. And I've actually had sub partners who signed up with the CRM, not realizing that they had an account already in my CRM. And then so they were actually using licenses for the CRM and not even realizing how, and honestly, it never even occurred to me when I started using it that someone would have that
Mm-hmm.
would think that. So yeah, I think it causes confusion. So I'm really glad that they're getting rid of that. But if you can make it on Monday, I will definitely make it
I'll
here.
see. I normally have a standing 3 o'clock call in another thing, but I'll see. But if you can make it, that'd be great. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, this is figuring it out. This is a good thing. So
Yeah.
thank you. That's about all I had. Let's see if whoever else wants to chime in.
Yeah.
I'll be there on Monday. I
Will
need
you?
that. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, that's about right where I am too, because I have a couple of people who would like to be some type of, get some type of referral, for them referring people to L Messenger. And
Are
I was
you part of the Empire group?
Empire. I think I saw that. That's another level, paid level though, right?
Yeah, it's the like the lifer with Cloud Key. So you have the ability to resell licenses. If you're a sub partner, you can resell accounts, but to resell the licenses, you need to be a lifer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm a part of that group.
Now, you as a as a sub partner, what you could do is just use HighLevel to create an affiliate program inside your account, and then just tie those funnels to that affiliate account, and then have people sign up. And then all they have to do is share that link to the tool and start earning commission that way.
Okay. That's brilliant.
Yeah. What's really cool is we already have all those tools. You don't even need to get a first promoter account or anything. You just set that right up in HighLevel.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody else have anything?
Yeah, I've just got a comment. The last week you've been instructing us on Twitter and how good it is and how possible it is to quickly gain a brand there. And so I've been doing a lot of reading and considering doing that. And your Tweet Hunter seems like a really good program. But in the news, but also in the news, the Twitter family is gaining a lot more credibility than they had before. I've always looked at, maybe because of the name, with birds and birdies and tweets and all that kind of baby stuff, I've always looked at it as just kind of juvenile, and everybody says, oh, I've got this many tweets. Well, that's great, but that's not what I'm looking for. So I've changed my thought process a little bit, and I just wanted to say thanks. It's a great platform, I believe, and it even though it's lower, I think, in credibility so far than Facebook. Facebook is really deteriorated in the last 6 months or a year, and I think maybe Twitter has accelerated. And just in the news today, Elon Musk was doing his deal, and he was really gaining a lot of credibility because of what he said. And he said, I do, how did he put it? I do want everybody who has a voice to get their voice heard. I don't always agree with it. And if they're, if they're criminal or doing something shady, I don't like it. And I'll do everything I can to take them off. But if they have a First Amendment right to say what they want to say, then I will agree with it and let them say it, even though I don't agree with their philosophy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we should all be, regardless of our belief system, we should all be fighting for the freedom to say it. That's what's cool about this country, as long as we keep it. But I think, it's like we talk about in business, trust is it's a huge thing. I mean, it's the know, like, and trust factor. We have to trust the business that we are investing in. And us as marketers, we are investing our time and our money and our resources into these platforms. And if we can't trust that we're not going to log in and then have everything shut down one day, if there's no trust there, then we're kind of forced to find other opportunities. Just like if I had a plumber that I used all the time, and then now suddenly he wasn't doing great work, and I was paying for things that he was breaking something every time he came, I would lose trust, and I would think, I need to go find a new plumber, because I can't keep investing my money into this guy when every time he comes, he breaks a pipe, and then now my living room's filled with water. It's like, we have to have that trust. And so social media is the same. And it's not like I love Elon Musk, but I love his marketing strategy, because what he's doing is standing above his competition, which are all the other platforms. And he is building a reputation of trust when it comes to free speech. So when he's looking at the problems in the market, which is what we need to do as business owners, the problems with social media platforms is the lack of trust. So if he can stand above all of that and build that reputation where people trust, they will start flooding to Twitter to invest into the platform. It's just a business decision in reality. But it's great branding. And I do like Twitter it's a long time been, especially B2B, it's been a long time great resource when it comes to traffic for business owners, because most of the big companies, big CEOs, they're on Twitter when maybe they're not on any other platform. And so if you're trying to network and reach these people, it's really just a great resource to add to your arsenal. But yeah, I'm glad you like Tweet Hunter. I'm really impressed with it as well. That AI, so cool. I was engaging yesterday, and I was going through the timeline, and I was like, just clicking the button, respond to this. It's like, that's great. I just gained a sense of humor when I was on there. It was cool because you could respond with quotes. So I was quoting all of these like great authors and things, and I didn't even like have any idea what the author was. But when I was going back through, I was like, man, that's good. That's good. I sound really smart. But I will show you guys.
Which plan did you sign up under?
I signed up for the enterprise plan.
Okay, yeah.
And here's why. Because of the AI, honestly. But if I show you, because I've been using myself as a case study here. But you can see last week I started out, I think it was like 120 followers, and now I'm up to 189. So you can see it's building quickly. But yes, with Tweet Hunter, something that's really cool about that is if you have less than 1,000 followers, you can get the middle plan for half price. So it's like $49 or something. But Tweet Hunter has basically a Tweet Hunter for LinkedIn called Taplio. And so if you sign up for Taplio and you sign up for Tweet Hunter, you can save 25% on both. So what it ends up being is you're paying, it's like $200 for the enterprise plan, but then 25% off is, you're saving $50. And then what I did is I signed up for I think it was like the $40 Taplio plan. And so really and then you save 25% off of that. So I'm actually for both of them now spending less than $200. So it's like getting Taplio for free and then getting a discount on top of that. So it was kind of a no-brainer thing for me. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing some training on Taplio as well, because LinkedIn is another great resource, but I honestly don't like LinkedIn, but I didn't like Twitter last year either. So I don't know. Do you use LinkedIn, David?
I'm on LinkedIn, and I used it extensively at one point. Not too much now. I do have a client of mine, though, a guy named Michael Hinkson, who was in the World Trade Center on 9/11. And he came down with his guide dog, and he was on Larry King, and he won all these, he became a nationally known public speaker and all that type of stuff. And then when COVID hit, he wound up having to pivot. And so, and he has a podcast now called The Unstoppable Mindset. And because he's blind, and he's actually an Eagle Scout, cool guy. And he had to change his whole career path because events stopped happening. He was a keynote speaker, and so anyway, I've wound up using LinkedIn for him as to find podcast guests. Mm-hmm. And there's a piece of software that integrates with LinkedIn and Sales Navigator that goes out and finds these people, and it's a cool tool. I just don't use it for myself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. if you're learning the skills, you may as well use it for yourself. But check out, if you sign up for Tweet Hunter, regardless of the plan, you don't have to be on the enterprise plan to save 25%. I usually, when I sign up for tools, I usually test out the trial, and after a couple days, I just go all in with it because I don't like being limited to
Yeah,
anything.
right.
I just like to go get everything. But I definitely see the value in Tweet Hunter, and anytime I decide to invest in something, I always think, okay, would this $200 into this tool, is this going to save me more than $200 worth of my time? So when you look at things like that, it was kind of a no-brainer for me to do that. The AI being able to, not only does it generate tweets for me, so I can just go right in there and then just add to queue, add to queue, add to queue with all of the tweets it creates for me, but the responses as well. I can, just click the button and it will respond to all of those tweets for me. So yeah, that was kind of no brainer. But you can do the same thing with LinkedIn. So it's definitely worth checking out. So do you think that LinkedIn is kind of spammy, David?
I think it's gotten a lot more. I think since I don't feel like it's necessarily too spammy. There's a lot of people commenting on stuff. It depends on kind of like, in my mind, when I go into LinkedIn and look around, I'm getting requests from people who want to, become friends there or whatever a LinkedIn, connection is. But I haven't felt it too spammy. What about you?
I feel like there's a lot of people that want to sell there and no one wants to buy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it's just all sales all the time. So it's like, I feel like those clipboard messages of like, oh, congrats on the new position, or hey, happy birthday. Or I even got a message that was like, oh, happy March 1st. It's like, come on, really? It's just,
Yeah, I do have a lot of people in my demographic here in San Francisco that are using it. I mean, pretty extensively for, looking for work or new gigs or that type of stuff. So it seems, I guess it does seem to be a little like, depending on how you're approaching it, yeah.
yeah, I think it's really just, it's all strategy. We talk about tools, and platforms are the same thing. It's all strategy and how you use them. I've tried LinkedIn. LinkedIn works so great for so many people. I know it's really just me, but this is also why I say, like, wherever you like to be, focus on that. Because if you don't like being there, it's just like any task that we have that we don't like doing it, we'll just put it off and put it off and put it off, and then we're not even doing it. It's like, it still needs to get done. So you can either find something that you like to do, like a platform that you like to use, and then build your network there, or you're just going to have to force yourself to do it. I don't like to force myself to do anything. So was very resistant with Twitter, but Twitter is a gold mine for a lot of, especially agency owners, because it is typically a more like business-minded, intelligent audience. Now, having said that, you have a lot of political people on both sides, and they like to argue and debate things. And even the Christian community is like that. People like to argue and debate over, scripture and whatever. But that's also why choosing the people that you follow and choosing the people that you engage with is so important, because who wants to spend all day debating things? It's like, I'm trying to grow my business here. I don't really want to argue about things, but yeah, choosing your audience is super important, no matter what platform you use.
Speaking of building your business, I have a question. I've never asked this before, but what you do is like super. I'm so grateful for your ability to teach, how generous you are. You're kind, and obviously you're a Christian, and that's good too. that's not why we do business with people, but that's a plus. And I'm wondering about your whole bridgetbartlett.com and My Visionary and all that. Is that something, I mean, we can refer people to you to come into this and like be here. I mean, you have to be a My Visionary person, right? You have to subscribe. I came in because of the elite program and life program and all that, and I'm in. But I'm wondering how to promote you.
So you can actually become an affiliate. Let me go to my website.
That was a smart move there.
And I actually, let me show you here. So if you go to, actually, I think it's My Vision Agency. Maybe it doesn't show here. Okay, so My Vision Agency. I don't want this. Okay, let me go to login. Let me go to my actual website here. Oops, this one. Okay. So you see up here, if you go to My Vision Agency and choose an option, you'll see refer, which I should add to the other. But when you can register to become an affiliate here, I do require a video. This it's a testimonial video because my whole thing, there's lots of tire kickers. And when I set this up, people used to, it was a manual process. Now we can automate the whole affiliate thing. But submit a video, fill out the form, and then you can become an affiliate. Your affiliate links are all of the tools and also a website that doesn't say anything about, basically it's set up so that high level affiliates or high level agency owners can refer to add on top of. So basically you want to have an affiliate for high level, you want to sign them up. And then you can say, and here's the link if you want to sign up. And then so they just become one of my resellers. So they become a sub partner with me. They can join our program and do all the things that you did. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
So for someone to be able to join in the Q&As and the daily stuff that you do, is that how, for instance, for somebody to be here on this call, what that would be a sub partner or a reseller for you? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, or one of my high level affiliates, because I do require everyone have their own high level account. It didn't used to be that way. It used to be I would sign people up under my agency, but you don't have really, you can't get the full benefits in that way, because everything that we're teaching is like for high level. I mean, the goal, when I first started that, because I was teaching how to use it, then everyone was wanting to upgrade right away from my agency to high level. And so also when I give like snapshots, and because if I'm doing a training on how to, promote your cleaning business or your ministry or whatever it is, I like to provide that snapshot because I just created it. Why wouldn't I just give it to you guys? But as a sub account, they couldn't get that you can't transfer into a sub account. So then it was like I was having to update everyone's account every time I was adding a new resource. And then so taking the time to update all of that, and then people wanting to upgrade, and then I'd have to create a snapshot and then they could then upgrade. It just became like too much work. So I decided, okay, everyone needs to have their own high level account. Plus, they benefit from that so much because then they can access all of high levels support as well. So it's not just my agency support, it's high level, it's the Zoom hours, 16 hours a day or however long they're doing it, and the open Q&A calls and all of those things. So that's just my process and how I did all of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Yeah,
you're welcome. Anybody else have anything? I'm going to go ahead and set up the wheel here. Okay, so we have, is Frankie's, I thought I saw Frankie, but maybe she disappeared. And hopefully Maria is feeling better. She's usually here. So we have Ray and Ricky and Janai and Santoria and David. Okay, Ray, Ricky, David, Janai, Santoria. Am I missing anyone?
Yep. Jason?
Oh, Jason. So sorry. I don't know how I missed you. You're right in the middle of my screen.
I've just been so quiet. So that's why.
Yes. That's okay. All right. So I know Jason is new here, but for everyone else watching, every Friday we spin the wheel, and whoever wins gets a free 30-minute private consultation with me, or 2 reseller licenses added to your account. So I'm going to go ahead and spin. Da-da-da-da. All right, Ray is the winner.
Congratulations, Ray. We said at the same time. That's so fun. He wins a lot.
He does.
It's great.
It's like Santoria says, blessed by the best, I guess. Ray, would you like a 30-minute consultation or 2 reseller licenses? Oh, you're muted.
Did I win?
Yes.
My granddaughter, who is a senior at Texas A&M, just drove in. And so in the last 2 minutes, I've been hugging her and saying hi and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't know we were on the thing. And so I need to do that every week, because I'll win every week if I'm not watching.
She's good luck for you.
Yeah. I think I would like licenses, please.
Okay. All righty. I will get them added to your account when we're done here.
Well, I need to do that every time. That's great.
I know, it pays to show up.
Yeah.
You know, I love to reward my action takers. That's why it's fun for me. Does anybody else have anything that they need to share? Any questions or anything? Jason, I know you're being quiet. Did you have anything that you need an answer to?
Not at the moment. Still just trying to take in all that you have to offer, because I signed up as a high-level agency, through you. So yeah, just going through that. One, I guess, low-level or simpler question: WordPress or the high-level website? Do you have preference?
Do you have experience with WordPress?
Yes.
A lot of experience with WordPress? Or you just kind of, yeah, I do, but...
A fair amount. I haven't used them probably in the last year or two.
So my pros and cons about that is what I don't like about WordPress is I feel like it overcomplicates a lot of things. However, it's also very powerful. Also, what I don't like about WordPress is you have to purchase theme builders to really get a good result. So that's an extra added expense. What I love about WordPress is it's easy to import client websites into HighLevel if you want to add that to your, the tools that you're offering. You can just easily import any WordPress, and it's very exchangeable with other platforms. So those are all pros and cons with that. Personally, I love the HighLevel website builder. It's so simple. I can build a website in like a fifth of the time that it would take me on WordPress. And of course, I have no added expenses at all. It's really easily duplicatable. I love that I can track the movement with my leads, like when I go into the conversations tab, I can see in the activity every single page that they've been on in my whole website. So if you're doing sales, or you're, troubleshooting or whatever it is, I can see, everywhere that they've been, and what page that they're on when they submitted the form to contact me. So there's definitely more pros to HighLevel, but if you have, like, let's say you have a client who wants a directory built, there's a lot more themes and things like that, and that would be better suited for WordPress. But I stay away from that kind of stuff. It's so much work, honestly. and I try to avoid, that. So really, it's a personal decision. If you're very familiar with WordPress, that's great. That may be something that you want to do, or you have, clients who have really big budgets where they are building some, really robust websites. WordPress would probably be the best option, but I love the HighLevel website builder.
And performance wise, you've seen good results, obviously, with HighLevel websites. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fast and it's good. And they are always working to always make it better as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. The new builder looks really pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Or the changes to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the appeal of it is a lot better. The UI is great. But they are also very, very good with the back end part of things as well. So HighLevel is not just all about the show and making the tools look good. It's very important for them to have high quality tools. So what I would say, if that is something that you're debating, just build a website on HighLevel, see what you think of it, like a simple landing page or something, and run some speed tests and all of that and see if it's going to get the result that you want. And if not, obviously you have WordPress that you can choose from.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point. Also, you somewhere in the training steps, there were some snapshots that we could download from you. When I brought those in, they all came up as funnels. I believe it said it was a mix of websites and funnels.
Which
yeah,
one?
I have no idea. Because it was a little bit ago.
So there's several here. So what you want to do is go into the affiliate the affiliate module, and you can see all of the snapshots here. So there are several. I think most of
it may have been the 95 website templates.
Yeah. So these are actually like landing pages, but I think there are a mixture. There's just there's 95, and they're not the ones that are like built into the HighLevel account, but you do have lots of templates available to you already in HighLevel that you could use. These are just additional ones that you may.
Right. I was just curious with the snapshots, they were pulling them in as only in the funnel section. They weren't showing up in the website section.
Yeah, most of these are funnels.
Okay.
And these, even if it's a landing page, it was built in the funnel builder, but you can go to,
Yeah, I see that you can pull those in from the funnels over to the website.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't an error in bringing in the snapshot or anything.
Nope.
All right.
Bridget, let me ask before you get too far afield from it. On a WordPress site, if you have a client and he doesn't really care, but his current site is just a basic site on WordPress, can you import it into HighLevel? And you never know how a client's going to react and says, well, that's not what I want. I want to go back to WordPress. Can you switch back? I mean, does it transfer as easily as it imports?
That's one of the best things about WordPress is the ability to move it around to any WordPress host that you want to use. But what I would do is like download, because if you don't remove it from the original host and you download it and then upload it to HighLevel, you can do anything that you want to, and then not change it, which really is best practice anyway, because you want to make sure that the live version of the website is the one that is looking good and everything's working. But honestly, like these days, what I would do if I was still doing like service work is I would just duplicate that funnel in the HighLevel Builder, using that. Just so many more. Again, it's more simple, it's faster, but if they have like a blog, for example, that they've built on WordPress and it's got like 1,000 entries, obviously that would be probably more trouble than it's worth to try to duplicate. Even then, what I would probably try to do is keep the blog on WordPress and then build the website and then just link out to the blog using like a subdomain or something like that. But I am a big fan of the HighLevel Builder. So,
Yeah.
But
As
yeah.
long as someday I hope they make line drawing a little easier. I still don't see why they don't address that. If you want a thick line, a thin line, a curved line, and a line with arrows on either end, I mean, you've got to make it yourself. And then it's either that one size, or if you can do a PNG or a graphic like an SVG graphic that will be a vector graphic, you can deal with it. But otherwise, you're stuck. You have to build your own lines, horizontal and vertical.
Well, we have the line builder horizontally. You just can't rotate it vertically.
Right.
Yeah. Which is you would think when they created that they would have made it also available to just turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know that. But I do know that lots of additional elements and things are coming, which is why they kind of revamped the look and feel of it to make it more capable of adding on the additional features. So hopefully that will be one of them.
Yep.
Anybody else have anything they need to ask or share?
Yeah, Bridget, I just want to get clarity on this affiliate thing with Messenger Pro. So you were saying before also that if you have for what you guys, the way the pricing goes, so you have the lifer or the reseller license, so you sell it for like what, 67, and then we're supposed to sell it for less. If
inside the tool, if you give away a free account and then they click on the upgrade button, it goes to my link and it's $67 there. Okay. So you guys should definitely be encouraging and sending emails to your leads and say, basically don't upgrade there, upgrade with me because you can get it for this price.
Okay. And that price that we're giving that price, and then for them to get paid as an affiliate, we're paying them from our 67. So we say I did it for 50 because I was doing 67, so I need to change it. So say I do 50 and for myself that I'm selling them for, and then my affiliates get 50%, so they get $25. Is that how I'm doing it?
Yeah, whatever percentage, because all the money goes to you. So whatever percentage that you want to give them as their affiliate commission, that's going to come from you. So you're getting paid first, and then you are paying them.
Gotcha. And if they want to make money, they have to sell it for less than that. So that's how
no, it's your tool and your website. So you can't resell the license, but you can have them sign up as your affiliate, and then they're sharing the link. And then when they share the link, all the payment, let's say that Linda uses the affiliate link of Messenger that you gave her, right? And then Linda signs Bob up, right? She shares her link, Bob signs up. Bob is actually paying you. And then you are going to pay Linda out of the commission that you said that you would pay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you Monday. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.